The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Broad Theater. Broad Theater has a new show that's a coming-of-age comedy that captures girlhood, friendship, and growing up, and the ways a desire for more can haunt us, and I mean that. Okay, Molly Fonseca and Maxine Dillon are here to discuss Unbury Your Gaze. It's the first time I've ever said those three words together, so we've got a lot of talking to do. All right, Molly, we're starting with you first. Let's talk about this season, and can you tell us about your new show?
Yeah, this is our 2025 season. We're very excited about it. The theme for this season is telling your narrative and the power that you can take back when you have the strength to tell your own narrative. And so up first, we're doing Unbury Your Gaze by Maxine Dillon and directed by Kairos Looney.
Let's talk about the title first,
Yeah.
okay? Because I think if people see it, they're going to say, what on earth are we talking about here? But it actually comes from a literary phenomenon, right?
Yeah, so the phrase bury your gaze is the name of a trope that describes most often in television and film today. You'll see where queer characters, their stories end very unhappily. So the story you see is following two middle school girls the night before and the morning after their first school dance. And meanwhile, while all of this drama is unfolding, we have a necromancer digging up a corpse.
I like that there's a heavy emotional element here as
Yes.
well. And so I want to ask who the ideal audience would be.
I think because this is a coming of age, I think it's a show for anyone who feels themselves inside a coming of age. And that could come really young and old. I think if you're someone who's trying to understand who you are and who the people who've helped reveal to yourself and to each other who you are, I think this is a play, I think especially for young queer folks, I think will find a lot of themselves in this play.
So let's talk about how you're trying to bring younger audiences into Broad Theater.
Yeah, it's just been a long question of mine and goal of mine of how do we find new audiences for theater. To me, I've been seeing theater since I was like 7, and I'm always shocked when I meet people who don't have that frame of reference.
Yeah.
And it's how do you create those audiences? How do you find them? And so we're hoping to kind of catch people at this younger age and introduce them to how cool theater is and how of the moment it is. So we hook them now, and then they'll just become lifelong theater lovers.
Oh, I like the sound of that. So many exciting things to look forward to. It's not too far away now. You guys said that the nerves are coming as the start date kicks off. So I'm going to say break a leg because I feel like you say that in the theater, right?
100%.
Okay, break a leg, and thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you.
The show runs May 22nd through June 7th at Hyde Park Theater. Get your tickets right now at broadtheater.org. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Broad Theater.